Welcome to Chapter 3 of The Last Door. The Four Witnesses, I believe it's called. I turned my mic down, so hopefully you guys won't be hearing, like, my stuffy nose and everything. Because, sometimes, my allergies are bad pretty much year-round. And, my, I kind of whistle when I breathe for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't want you guys to hear that, because that's just freaking weird. I don't know. Alright, so let's go. But that's not my breathing. Doing it smells so hard all of a sudden? Really, I am playing the Telltale Heart. Okay. There. Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have to be made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning, you will depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study at the St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write, as I will not have time to read your letters. Wow, thanks, asshole. Oops. Wait, is he wearing a gas mask? The fuck? Still no letters for you, Devitt. Please do not persist any further. We need a comma there between you and Devitt. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who is that? Him? Oh, that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind, he's a little odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony. Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. is happening? Hiccups, apparently. A shiver runs down my spine when I look at what could have been my eternal deathbed. My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. Dear Lord, where am I? Eyes close, ears muffle, and voices hush in the land that loves silence. 4 witnesses. I wonder how it got in my pocket. A ticket to see a play called The 4 Witnesses. The light coming in from outside is dazzling. Yes, it's so bright I can barely see. Oop. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? I can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. Cheapest potatoes in town. Shove 'em up for your ass for all I care. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? Please, sir, could you give me some water? This ain't a charity talk, we only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. There's a cart blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it has been moved. Indigent? In ragged clothing, sits leaning against the brickwork. The young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. Hobos everywhere! A young woman suffers difficulty breathing. Please, I need water. Get out of here, drunk. There is a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. Please, ma'am, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery, a dark and more decrepit place like never there was. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? From the pipe flows grimy water full of soot. You want some water? There you go. The water's foul odor is repulsive, but I am overcome with thirst. I don't need to drink it again. I had an awful taste. Oh. I must have fainted. It's dangerous to be in Old Nichols at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Excuse me. The stench from the sewer drain is nauseating. Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him in, Hess. It is about your patient, is it not? There is no trace of him. He hasn't turned up for his last sessions. I have been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr de Witt, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I hoped for the best. Now I am afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. And your horrible accent. Oi, mate, I'm from Space Australia. I feel like I've been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. Oh, I love that movie. David Bowie and his crotch are awesome. The glass is fogged over, but for a handprint left on the surface. It's just rubbish, rotten scraps of food and discarded papers. The letters seem to have been inscribed with an oily grime. It reads rats. I'm not sure if that's a warning or an exclamation. The sewer is flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface. I could collect some of this water, but I would need a container to store it in. You may keep my miserable kingdom, and you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will, and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow, and will not disappoint. Okay. The gate is latched shut. I can't open it from this side. Stock. I got lost in the fog. If I'm to make my way through, I will need to orient myself somehow. The street lamp tries to put some light into the gloom. The boarded-up window of a run-down house just smears the glass, preventing me from seeing the interior. Oh, lovely. Cuts of rancid meat lie discarded on the butcher's block. A metal plate is planted in the wall. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was a bolt hole. The remains of a horse hang by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains, seeping onto the floorboards. Lovely. Rusted out drums, empty. Ugh, I can't fucking see anything. That doesn't help. A bottle of gin. It's empty, but it may be of some use. This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it seems to have been used just recently. It's a glass essencer. Essencer? Liquids are poured into the top and then impurities removed through a valve at the bottom. Oh, it's a filter. Okay, so we can go fill it with water and then we'll get clean water. If I can ever find my way back here. Though the embers look as though they'll soon extinguish, its meager warmth is welcome. A rusty old oil lamp sits empty in the corner. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do you without any oil, though. Do you hear them? It's the crows, searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. Could you help me? These streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I have lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, lost one, I can give you direction. I have been gifted with the second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? I don't have a penny to pay you. Money is of no matter here. Come close to me now. The mask. Empty eyes stare at you, and a voiceless mouth calls you. Its lips twist and snarl with what it has seen. What is still to be seen. To be seen. You think it is a stranger's face, but it is your own. The Walker. You have embarked upon a great journey, but this path has been walked by you before. You step in your own footprints inside a circle of fire. The scream. It begs you to escape. Mute. It shrieks your lost name, sharp, painful, and burning. Its voice is one you know. I don't understand. What does it all mean? I can't unpick these ones. The threads you have woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will. Oh yes, you will. I can do no more. That is not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog we see only what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of bird. No more direction can I give. Please, tell me how to get out of this place. Get out? There is no way to exit the fog. You can only wander around and get lost in it. In the fog, all the stars die. Pardon me, I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Farewell. Oh shit, thanks, lady. Hey, you Nigel Thornberry bitch, get back here. Oops. Let's not go here yet. Let's go filter that water so then we can put oil in the lamp. I pour the contents of the bottle into the essencer. The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I will drain the water until all the water has been removed. That's it. I've extracted all of the water. I fill the lamp with oil. I hope it will be enough to last me the night. Yay! I need a match. Oh, the embers. Maybe we can take some. Ah! An old worn-out coat hangs on the rack. In one of its pockets is a pair of gloves. This old pair of leather gloves is scuffed and stained. The portrait of a gentleman with a distant look seems vaguely familiar. An old bottle of St. Emilion Grand Cru is covered with dust. Mold covers the wood stacked on this shed. I think I see something on the other side of that window, but from here I can't distinguish what it is. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. The resin is thick and sticky liquid. I can't just pick it up with my hands. The door is locked. I can't even move it. A bright meadow. The picture has faded to a dull color. Evil laughing off to my left. The sitter is a strikingly beautiful young woman. Her features are sharp and aristocratic. Now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see the person sitting on the bed as an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself. Is this whatever happened to Baby Jane? But reflection stares back at me through the grime. An old wardrobe. There is something amongst the embers. It's a spherical piece of metal. A doorknob? March 8th, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said over and over. March 21st. Father got really mad at me, and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more, he is obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. April 3rd. Am I not the one who earns the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name. The dolls for sale at the theater entrance. They have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions. Holy shit, it is whatever happened to Baby Jane. One more song. April 21st. One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for you, Papa. No, I don't want to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek. Ooh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog there are no faces. Who are you? Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Ah, don't you recognize me? No, I don't. I'm sorry. Oh, no, no, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose, but don't you forget it. I'm the great little Caddy. Singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls. Yeah, it is that movie. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well dressed, with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No, father. I have been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I have behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. One, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Did it freeze? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Yeah, it really is that movie. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What the blazes just happened? My head, it's pounding. And where did she go? The pile of things on the floor after Caddy's disappearance. There's a mask. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features. There's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. It has a note. Little Caddy Show. There is a girl lit up by a spotlight in a music hall, singing to live piano. The wardrobe is locked. A portrait of a beautiful young dancer. The piano is so dusty. I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing. Well, look it up. There is a key hidden under the key. This cage must have housed a huge bird. Only a feather remains. I can't reach the feather from here. A portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. The doorknob is missing. The man in the picture has quite a hypnotic gaze. A painting of a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. No, no, no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure. G up to C, tied. F, second violin, bar 2. Middle C up to A, double note E, G, C. No! This was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave and then up to G. What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I am creating the angel's voice? The work. C to A, an octave higher. A fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No. Hands swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you all right, sir? My inspiration, too, was lost, quite lost. In the fog, the notes moan, just her. Wait, is he supposed to be the Phantom? From Phantom of the Opera? The voice of the angel? Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne, the best soloist that a composer could have. The voice of an angel, what made my music possible. She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice. It came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. Oh, I guess not. The mausoleum outside the house, is that where Daphne is, buried? That's right, I have visited her many nights and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. I am following a man, though come to think of it, maybe he is following me? He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man, too, among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music, just music remains beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. A rolled-up score of music. There are so many deletions and corrections that it's impossible to read. A tailor's mannequin. Why is it beside the window? Well, we're obviously supposed to... The wallpaper's torn. Wooden planks are blocking the window. I can only see part of outdoor. A big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognize my face, though. What's so funny, asshole? The laughter is coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly as though of human hair. The record is scratched. It's repeating on loop. With the hair removed, the doll is even more unsettling. Okay, we get laughing and crying.